Let's assume someone is booking a meeting with your business, but you want to know how the company is scored. Is it a high quality lead or is it a low quality lead? Therefore, we have a so-called lead scoring system that you can see on the screen. The initial trigger is a Calendly invite. So if someone actually fills out a Calendly invite and books a meeting with your business, this automation is being triggered. We then scrape all the relevant information of that business. The scraping agent is basically sorting that information. We have company name, we have headquarter location, industry, as well as the description of the company. What we then do is we sanitize the description using custom code. Basically, we're trying to clean up what we've cut out of the agent, and we have another output. Again, same thing, company name, headquarter location, industry, description, and then the sanitized description. We then go to normalize the country, and what this basically does is it's giving us some adaptation of the country. So the prompt, the initial prompt, if you want to actually know it precisely, is you are a helpful assistant that extracts standardized country names from any location string. The user will provide a location that might be a city, state, region, or country. And then we give it a specific location using this JSON formulation, and then the agent will actually extract or sanitize this country description. We have a scoring country node, which is a custom code node using JavaScript. What we have is actually a specific tier, so to speak, or rating of specific countries. So we have the US, USA, and US as the country, basically merged into log US. We have the United Kingdom, UK, Canada, Australia, etc. as a tier 2, and then all the other countries, for example, East Asia, Nordic countries, South Asia, etc. in an array, and we then give it specific scores. We have, for example, the location in the US gets a 10 score, for example, Nordic countries get 7, etc., etc. So that really depends on the ideal customer profile definition of your company. And depending on what country and what company or industry you want to target, the scoring might differ. This was the country node. We have a follow-up node scoring the industry. So we define some industries, for example, AI software, etc., and give that a score of 10. And then we define other companies, for example, or industries that should have a lower score. For example, advertising services should have a score of 6. And if we even go lower, telecommunication should have a score of 3. And by the way, you will find a free JSON file of this workflow down in the description, so you can check it out and actually adapt it to your business. The algorithmic score is basically an addition of this both scores that we've had a look at beforehand, so the location score and industry score. We do a little bit of number crunching, and what you can see right here, you can just investigate it in the JSON workflow once you uploaded the workflow to your own n8n instance, and then we get out a final score, in this case 45. What would happen then with this is it would be rated as a low quality lead, meaning that we have to push it to one Instantly campaign. Instantly is just an emailing tool which uses email warmup to actually ensure higher deliverability. You can also use Lemlist, you can use HubSpot, whatever you want, whatever node you want to hook up the workflow to, you can do HubSpot, Lemlist, any other CRM such as Pipedrive, etc., etc. You can do whatever you want. But in this case, we say if the score is bigger than 60, push it into campaign number 2, and if it's lower than 60, push it into this campaign number 1. Campaign 1 meaning a email campaign or a sequence for low quality leads, which still have to be nurtured along the way. And then we have a campaign number 2 for higher quality leads, where the sequence or the marketing or the customer journey looks entirely different from campaign number 1. Again, the workflow can be found in the description. If you have any more questions, reach out to me or my team, and we'll be more than happy to help you adopt AI in your organization and help you also implement AI agents and AI automations in sales, marketing, HR, fulfillment, and back-end processes.